What's going on? Now you're Miss Angular.
Oh.
On that line. I'm here. Okay, folks. Wow, the whole universe caught on Brock Lesnar's returns. Lesnar had returned after he was retired, and he was going to attempt payback on Mafemi. But this was more than this was better. WWE Class in Italy only gets started as before Lesnar wins on the WWE title last year. Kid starts to go overboard there. Mr. Lesnar, I know you wanted to respect your elders and be the next best thing the world today. An attack of a family who issue assurances? Anything upset? Well, that would not change it. Professor. I would not allow my own people to steal your name to mix your words like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pikachu, let's go.
Okay. Wow. Come here, Will. I don't want to go overboard here. I'm just sitting here, learn more and give more credit there, but this is a whole lot difficult remarkable here. Don't know Memorial Day is this. That a woman picks a white for the summertime, right? The only does keeping the whole situation go aboard here. I mean, seriously. What are you thinking? The next stances, and let someone else take the next spot there? I mean, it's not like we always say this before. I mean, I want to beat you at WrestleMania. And then you simply retired here. It doesn't mean that Paul Heyman will W again for Braun Breaker again. I know that Braun Breaker returns and just takes care of some freaking Warrens. But with the Warrens taking care of all the superstars there, the one thing that we still remain is this one. Have we looking up to the sky there? Always are supposed to look back down. Yes, I know. I should have listened to my own guts and say that Brock Lesnar will defeat Cody Rhodes and become the WWE Undisputed Champion yet again. But nope. Because the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes pin you in a Tuesday. That's like Cody Rhodes have beaten just defeat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 40 and to the expense of nothing, taking the undisputed WWE title and finish his story. But Lesnar should not have finished his own story with a retirement. Lesnar should have not making sure that all things are bad there. All men are equal. And throughout WWE, there is no equal that we can judge on that. Folks, I don't believe that Brock Lesnar would not understand the whole truth there. I understand Memorial Day is great, but what's behind the surface there is another one of the best tricks here.
It's time for a commercial. Early Nightline will return after this message.
Time now for Behind the Tunes.
We weren't sure we were going to give Jackie his own show. He had done some fill-in work on some of our other shows, and
I can do a flip.
we just didn't think he really fit in. We were even considering him to play Robin.
Hold on, kid.
But that didn't really work out either. In fact, it wasn't until we put a Toon costume on him that we knew we had a winner. And that's how he got his show. Jackie Chan Adventures.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys, my turn to squeeze. Let's go.
Well, after last week's show, when I see the two time, that earlier, previous show with Sandra Bullock there. It looks like everyone is all caught up and right back into the mix of this one, yeah. And we're almost, almost to the end of May, and of course, the start of June, yeah. And the course of summer has finally come. Yeah, summertime is here once again. What about the ways organic bags payments right on the side? That's right on the side there. Solid. I don't want to know that. Before Beast decide to start his own retirement tour. Well, Brock Lesnar may need to start his own retirement tour, but it looks like that WrestleMania will be the first in the county there. Class in Italy will be the next. That's like the holy, just like the Holy Grail. Holy Grail. Yeah, you know. Laboratory. Dude, this is just another setback. Okay. So all this time we already knew what this one is there. But let's not take ideas here. We understand how Brock Lesnar is feeling right now. I mean that he wanted to get revenge on our family. Exactly. My family knew he's seen Brock Lesnar before. But he might beat Brock Lesnar again. Dr. Murad, are we expecting another case of the warm weather? Well, Brock Lesnar and our fancy classicity begins to move toward the summertime. Exactly there. With boat your brother comes with brother coming home tomorrow. We don't know. But stick to the topic as well there. The way that Brock Lesnar is here, I mean, was in retirement is a kind of idea here that we understand the whole point of there. He already graduated and works at FCW. So it's kind of like Brock Lesnar is now getting back to the MMA ring. Of course, Wayne want to get back to boxing if it's necessary. Brock Lesnar getting back to boxing. Better call in the next advisor. By the big star. I don't know why Brock Lesnar going to F by the big star there. Why do you think the 2003 SmackDown weapon to this one there? Because if Brock Lesnar want to go for Sweet Latina 6 there, it's going to take 3 suplexes and 3 F5s to knock down the big show down. And you know, that big show is now in AEW and going in Paul White. Yeah. I think that Brock Lesnar, I'm a fanny. I get the word of my destiny Brock Lesnar before he even attempted an F5. Or better yet, my dub his new move, the D5. Oh, come on. You always want to say that, the D5. Why not the O5 if we're not careful there? That's a good idea. The O5. Now that really got something there. Okay. So we already knew before there. Brock Lesnar is nearly gone over the point there, but WWE here's the way there. I just hope Lesnar will get so and on this one, then won't get enough ideas there. You're absolutely right, Mr. Speaks. You're absolutely right. Hey! That's what I was going to say that. Hello?
Yep, it's the Keep again. Do you remember last Memorial Day when the Flying Grills came out to destroy the saloon.
Yes?
Well, they have mated with the fire-breathing lawnmowers, and they have come back to destroy the planet.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you better,
What? One realize, the flying fire-breathing lawnmowers is going to attack you. Oops, that was really close there. Well, folks, that wraps up the show for tonight. But tomorrow night we're going to talk about we're going to talk about another superstar. Wednesdays swimming down coming again, and then there's 5 week ducks in 9:30. So don't miss it. So any news and love you. Ask Lisa, baby.
click it.